Avoiding eggs is recommended for individuals with certain health conditions due to allergies or dietary restrictions. Here are 12 health problems where avoiding eggs is advisable and saves you. But before that, like and subscribe for daily uploads like this. 1. Increasing risks of prostate cancer. Studies show that guys who eat eggs often seem more likely to have prostate cancer get worse over time versus men who don't eat eggs much. Eating just a bit under an egg a day looks to double the risk. And if men eat around 2.5 eggs or more each week, like an egg every few days, they might have an 81% higher chance of passing away from prostate cancer. 2. Eggs and diabetes. Consuming only one egg weekly looks to raise the chance of getting diabetes by about 76%. 2 eggs each week seems to make it twice as likely, and just a single egg daily makes it 3 times more probable. Then if diabetes develops, eggs could quicken dying. 1 or more eggs daily may shorten anyone's lifespan, but for diabetics, it could double the risk of dying from any cause. 3. High in cholesterol, higher health risks. Eggs can be tricky when it comes to health. I mean, 1 egg already has about 200 milligrams of cholesterol, and some experts think even 1 a day could be too much for heart health. The cholesterol may also mess with your liver, leading to fatty liver disease or even cirrhosis and cancer down the line. It's crazy, but right after eating eggs, both your triglycerides and blood cholesterol levels shoot up. And research shows that folks who eat the cholesterol equivalent of 2 Egg McMuffins or more every day are twice as likely to be hospitalized or even die. And no wonder, health organizations recommend we limit cholesterol as much as possible. 4. Egg allergy. If you're allergic to eggs, your body freaks out when you eat them. Proteins in the egg, especially albumin and ovomucoid, make your immune system go nuts and release histamine. Some people just get little reactions like hives or a bad tummy ache, but some people can't breathe or go into anaphylactic shock, which is really dangerous. And obviously, it's vital to avoid eggs completely if you've got an egg allergy, so you don't risk dying. Getting an official diagnosis from a doctor with allergy tests is important. You'll have to find other ways to get enough protein and figure out what to use instead of eggs and baking. Reading ingredient labels super carefully and knowing all the secret places eggs might be hiding in food is key to avoiding accidents. 5. Histamine intolerance. If you've got histamine intolerance, eating eggs can make your symptoms worse because eggs have histamine in them. Histamine is stuff in your body that sets off allergic reactions and inflammation. Some foods, eggs included, either cause your body to release more histamine or prevent your body from breaking histamine down properly. So if you're sensitive to it, eating high histamine stuff like eggs can give you headaches, a rash, stuffed up nose, tummy troubles, and things like that. Best thing is avoiding eggs and other foods with lots of histamine. Try sticking to a low histamine diet, focusing on fresh foods, and avoiding aged or fermented things. And that can help control symptoms. If you're having problems, you probably want to see your doctor or an allergy specialist to get an official diagnosis and personalized diet plan. They can give you specific advice on managing histamine intolerance. 6. Kidney disease. Now, if you've got kidney problems, you may need to keep an eye on how many eggs you're eating. The thing is, eggs have phosphorus and potassium, which can build up in your blood if your kidneys aren't working right. Too much of those and you might end up with bone or heart issues down the line. The potassium in eggs can be tricky too if you've been told to watch your potassium levels for your kidney health. Overall, tracking how much phosphorus and potassium you get from foods like eggs is important when you've got chronic kidney disease. 7. Acne. Some folks with acne see their skin get worse when they eat foods high in cholesterol like eggs. The link between diet and acne is complicated and not the same for everyone, but certain foods we eat, including ones with a lot of cholesterol like eggs, may kick off inflammation or make existing zits worse for some people. Eggs have cholesterol and other stuff that could potentially throw off skin health for certain peeps. And if you've got acne and worry, your diet plays a role. It may help to try cutting out trigger foods like eggs to see what happens. Working with your dermatologist or doctor to figure out if eggs or other foods flare up your skin while focusing on less processed grub in general could help manage breakouts. There's no one-size-fits-all diet for acne. You've kind of got to experiment and see how your skin reacts. But eggs seem tied to acne woes for some, so they may be worth avoiding if your face is always red and bumpy, no matter what acne meds you try. 8. Certain food illness. If you've got a weakened immune system or are prone to getting sick from food, you got to be real careful with eggs. See, eggs can have salmonella bacteria in them, which makes people sick. The elderly, little kids, pregnant ladies, and sick folks are especially vulnerable. Eating undercooked raw eggs puts them at big risk of some nasty stomach problems from the germs. So to avoid getting people ill, you got to fully cook those eggs. Yolks and whites should be firm. Following basic food safety stuff is key too. Washing your hands, storing eggs, right, all that jazz. And for those worried about infection, talking to your doctor about what foods are safe is smart. They can guide you on what to avoid based on your situation. 9. Inflamed esophagus. Eosinophilic esophagitis, or EOE, is a medical condition where the esophagus gets inflamed. This inflammation is usually set off by certain foods that the body reacts negatively to. Eggs are one of the more common food allergens that can kickstart EOE symptoms for people sensitive to them. When someone has EOE, they may have trouble swallowing, feel chest pain, or have symptoms kind of like acid reflux. And so if someone's been diagnosed with EOE or thinks some foods like eggs might be triggering flare-ups, it's really important they figure out their personal allergy triggers and avoid those foods. That's key to getting their EOE inflammation under control and their symptoms chilled out. Working with an allergy or GI doc to get tested for different food allergies and trying an elimination diet can help people with EOE learn exactly which foods they should steer clear of. This allows them to set up the right dietary limits tailored to keep their specific EOE case in check. 10. Cardiovascular disease. Folks with heart problems got to be careful with eggs and their cholesterol. Those yellow devils pack a ton of the fat that clogs up arteries, and not saying eggs will kill you. Some folks can eat them no prob. But if your doc already gave you guff about your ticker, layers and layers of yolk probably ain't helping. Truth is, fruits and veggies, whole grains and the like are way better bets for keeping your chess machine humming. Lean meats too in moderation. Probably smart to chat up a doc or nutrition person for tailor-made advice on wrangling your diet if cardiovascular is an issue. They can offer the inside skinny based on your unique sitch. 11. Gallbladder issues. Folks with gallbladder problems like gallstones or inflammation may want to steer clear of eggs and their sky-high cholesterol numbers. The gallbladder stores bile to help break down fats we eat. Scarfing down high cholesterol grub like eggs makes the body crank up bile production, which can slam gallbladders already struggling to do their job. After housing eggs or other fatty foods, some unlucky gallbladder owners feel pain, queasiness, or general yuckiness in their bellies. Limiting cholesterol from eggs and such can be part of a nicer to your gallbladder meal plan to chill symptoms and keep that puppy humming. If you've got gallbladder issues, chat up your doc or nutrition coach to tailor your eats for your situation, and they'll get you fixed up proper. 12. IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. For folks with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, eating eggs might sometimes set off stuff like bloating, gas pain, or belly soreness. Eggs got sulfur stuff that some IBS peeps find hard to digest, so it bugs their guts. Plus, all the fat in eggs can freak out sensitive insides. Getting IBS under control means IDing and avoiding foods that start trouble, like eggs, and trying a low FODMAP diet or other Eat Smart tricks. And hooking up with a doc or diet coach can help IBS craft a personal plan to chill out their symptoms and help their digestion feel better.